Hello, everyone. After it moved on, the 7.4 magnitude earthquake left Colombia with haunting footage. We've grown so used to nature being calm that we haven't had time to learn how to adapt when Mother Nature raises her voice. A serious water leak at China's Changchun Yuanda shopping mall turned the floor into an unexpected water maze. This moment was definitely not in the homeowner's forecast. Within just a few seconds, the roof had become the main character of the entire frame. The road through Jigaon and Rupa in West Kameng was suddenly hit by a landslide, turning a familiar journey into a stretch that demanded extra caution. No dialogue was needed. Just looking at the way they reacted was enough to understand how unforgettable that moment must have been. The sea no longer looks as calm as it usually does. With strong winds continuing to blow, staying away from the water's edge is still the wiser choice. Just a few seconds of shaking instantly changed the entire scene. A gentle reminder that every structure has to face the power of nature. When the weather turns severe, sometimes the safest place is simply inside your home. Stay calm, monitor the warnings, and wait for conditions to settle. If you enjoy unexpected moments like this, stop by regularly and join us as we explore more unusual footage ahead. Mud from the construction site flowed downhill after prolonged rain, but the man managed to get out of the area just before things became even more complicated.
Real nice flying ant situation happening in our garden right now. Oh, yeah.
Being outside clearly isn't the best option right now. A sheltered and secure place is probably where they should head.
Happens to be the epicenter. Ah, sorry.
If you enjoy unpredictable moments like this, stop by the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Buenas noches, Jordan.
From a distance, that massive body could easily make you think it was a bison. But no, this is actually a cow with an incredibly impressive appearance. Amid the flooded surroundings, the most memorable part was how people reached out and helped each other through those difficult moments.
Vô lý, trong bữa ăn để xuống đây mà, đây.
Bê được sao không bê đi mà rửa đi hả? Hốc xong rồi để đấy cho ai rửa? Người chảy ra để khác, cứ làm đấy mà điện thoại còn cười nữa.
Every place has its own unique moments in nature. What scene has your hometown ever witnessed that you still remember to this day? The fall into the water accidentally turned the spot into an unexpected cushion, and most importantly, the driver was still safe after the landing. The structure ran into trouble in Bihar before it even had a chance to see its opening day. This moment will certainly put construction quality and project management under scrutiny. Even if they were about to be late for work, their boss probably wouldn't encourage them to do that with the car. As the wall of fire gradually approached the resort, tourists in western Turkey were quickly evacuated from the danger zone. In a short amount of time, rainfall from Typhoon Doksuri turned many areas around Beijing into widespread flooded zones. The terrain can speak up before an incident happens. A new crack, unusual ground movement, or a change in the direction of water is all worth paying attention to. A power source that seems harmless can also become a hazard if used incorrectly, so charging and storing batteries safely should always be a priority. Temperature changes can quietly weaken rocks, and in Shimla, the consequences suddenly appeared right near a parking area.
هذا شيء بالبول سكروا الابواب.
Just a few brief seconds at the port of Beirut, but those images became one of the moments the entire world could never forget. Once the warning lights are on, no train is worth taking a gamble on. Stop for a few seconds and safety will stay with you much longer.
Not only that, we ripped a hole in the grating here. You should have this.
There wasn't much room for hesitation in that moment. Getting out of the danger zone as quickly as possible was the priority. If nature has just given you a beautiful moment, leave a greeting in the comments. Who knows, maybe it'll be a fun way to start your day. Getting too immersed in a scene comes with a price. When the unexpected part arrives, viewers can sometimes jump before the character does. When the ground starts shaking, panic only makes things harder to control. Staying calm, finding a safe spot, and following instructions will matter more than anything else. Even a large light pole couldn't stand up to winds that strong. That's why outdoor structures always need to be properly prepared before storm season. Put yourself in the middle of this moment. Would you prioritize protecting yourself first or try to help the people around you? When floodwater starts rushing, one wrong step can completely change the situation. It's best to find higher ground and stay away from the water. Everything happened within just a few seconds, but that incredibly short window showed just how valuable the right reaction at the right moment can be. There's no need to put yourself at risk. Sometimes simply stopping observing and offering help in the right way is already something worth recognizing. As the floodwater receded, another problem began to emerge. The water supply had been affected and needed to be treated carefully before being used again. Looking at the slope and the weight that needs to be pulled, this clearly isn't as simple as it looks. Just one inaccurate calculation can change everything. If this moment made your jaw drop, leave a hisixers in the comments. When the wind starts picking up, even things that seem harmless can become hazards. It's best to find shelter and let the wind pass. Sometimes stopping at the right moment is worth far more than trying to move a few more feet. And here, they chose the right time to stay away from the danger zone. The faster the floodwater flows, the more dangerous it becomes to try crossing. Finding a safe spot and waiting for the water to go down is still the wiser choice. The way he stayed calm during those crucial few seconds was truly worth recognizing. Sometimes a good response starts with simply not panicking.
This is dinner time right here.
The bicycle accidentally turned out to be a pretty lucky choice in this situation, helping him avoid some of the risk while everything was happening so quickly.
Is happening.
Better inside the classroom.
Even a small object can cause a major problem when it gets caught in a power line. It's a reminder that even familiar systems still need regular inspections. No matter what happens, I still have to drink my full 2 liters of water every day. Situations like this show that preparing ahead of time is always much easier than trying to figure things out once an incident has already begun. What seemed like an ordinary camera angle captured the scene at the port of Beirut, which later became an image talked about around the world.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد.
A single share can bring these images to more people, and who knows, it might also help someone appreciate nature a little more. If you enjoy unexpected moments like this, like is a simple way to support the channel and give us more motivation for the next videos. Where did these flashes of light come from? One quick look is enough to spark curiosity, but the story behind them is even more interesting. Just a moment of waiting at the right time can completely change the situation at the tracks. When a train is coming, safety is always worth more than a few rushed seconds. Sometimes the best reaction isn't to move forward, but to pause for a moment and take a careful look before making a decision.
From his home in Vermont, NPR's Sam Sanders says the senators spoke about Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump.
Everything changed so quickly that he barely had time to process it. An ordinary day suddenly became a memory he won't forget.
Có mở rộng ảnh hưởng trong sự xanh hóa giao thông. Những con số kỷ lục này không chỉ phản ánh con số, còn là
A mistaken press on the accelerator created an unexpected situation on a highway in Hanoi, but thankfully everyone was safe.
tin vào người Việt, cũng kiến tạo tương lai giao thông bền vững cho đất nước.
Just as takeoff began, a helicopter suddenly encountered trouble near Little Rock, Arkansas, creating a moment that left everyone frozen. Just a small spark is enough to cause a major incident, which is why gas stations strictly control ignition sources. If there weren't a camera recording this, it would be really hard to explain what happened here. After this, that guy probably won't feel so confident about his own weight anymore. The moment when the sun was completely swallowed, observed from Playa de Palma, Spain was enough to amaze just about anyone.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Doing now? Is that what we're doing? Oh, really? Freaking turds. Pulled down the whole bag of cubes.
Thanks for staying with the channel all the way to this moment, And don't forget to subscribe for more exciting and fascinating moments.